Have you ever stopped to think about the real impact refined sugar has on our health? That pure white sugar, found in almost everything we eat, from breakfast to the end of the day, could be far more dangerous than we realize. It might sound like an extreme statement, but the truth is, for decades, the sugar industry has deliberately hidden the harmful effects of this ingredient. And what's even more alarming, many of us have no idea what's behind this sweet villain, consuming it without truly understanding what we're doing to our bodies. Before we continue, I'd like to ask a small favor. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because here you'll discover something that will change the way you look at food and health. And to know that you're with us on this journey, comment below the city you're watching from and include the key phrase "sweet danger." This helps us know we're making a difference together. Now, back to the topic at hand. Let's make one thing clear. Refined sugar is not just any sweetener. It undergoes an industrial refining process that strips away almost all of its original nutrients from sugarcane. What's left is a white powder, packed with empty calories. That's right, empty calories. So, when we consume refined sugar, we're basically ingesting energy without any nutritional value, which means we're not benefiting our bodies in any way. And what happens over time is the development of serious health conditions. Here comes the most frightening part. Excessive sugar consumption is directly linked to diseases that have affected generations, such as type 2 diabetes, obesity, heart disease, liver problems, and even psychological disorders like depression. But did you know that this isn't a recent discovery? No. In fact, back in the 1960s, when food-related diseases began to grow alarmingly, large food corporations funded studies that blamed fats for health problems of the time, while deliberately concealing the impact of sugar. This manipulation of information led to a significant increase in sugar consumption, especially in products that were thought to be healthy. Foods like sodas, breakfast cereals, bread, and even items marketed as healthy, such as yogurts and granola bars, were and still are loaded with refined sugar. What was supposed to be a snack or a healthy meal turned into a plate full of empty calories that promote silent diseases. And do you know what's more shocking? People believe they're making healthy choices when in reality, they're gifting their bodies something that will slowly harm them in various ways. You might be wondering, how does this really affect my body? Let's take a closer look at what happens when you consume refined sugar. After consumption, sugar is rapidly absorbed into the bloodstream, causing glucose levels to rise. In response, the pancreas releases a large amount of insulin, which is responsible for regulating glucose in the blood. Over time, the body begins to resist insulin, which can lead to the development of type 2 diabetes. This isn't a visible or immediate process, but it's insidious. In the long run, your body faces difficulties in processing sugar, resulting in numerous health issues. Furthermore, the constant intake of refined sugar is also directly linked to an increase in body fat, especially in the abdominal area, contributing to obesity and heart problems. And did you know that sugar can also affect the brain? It can trigger dopamine spikes, the substance responsible for pleasure. And when this happens, you become addicted, craving more and more. This creates a vicious cycle of sugar cravings, and the more you consume, the more it affects your health, body, and mind. Now, the real question is, are we truly aware of what we're putting on our plates? Are we making conscious choices when buying food? Or are we being manipulated by an industry that has been feeding us false information for decades, making us believe that sugar isn't a problem? What you decide now could make all the difference for your future. The first step to changing this reality is to understand what sugar does to your body and make healthier choices. Replace refined sugar with more natural alternatives like honey or coconut sugar, and opt for fresh whole foods far from the traps set by the food industry. Now that you have an idea of the historical impact of refined sugar, let's dive into what really happens when it enters your body. When you consume a large amount of sugar, it's not digested gradually like whole foods. Instead, refined sugar is quickly absorbed into the bloodstream, causing a significant spike in blood glucose levels. This glucose spike forces the pancreas to release a large amount of insulin to regulate the excess sugar in the body. The problem is that Over time, the pancreas starts to work overtime, which can lead to insulin resistance, a major factor in causing type 2 diabetes. What does this mean for you? Well, when your body can't process sugar efficiently, it struggles to control blood glucose levels. This leads to a series of complications that affect not only the body, but also the brain, and the effects don't stop there. The glucose spikes and crashes caused by excessive sugar consumption not only disrupt the body's regulation system, but also directly affect brain function. This can lead to feelings of fatigue, irritability, and even difficulty concentrating. Furthermore, these ups and downs in glucose levels can trigger a craving for more sugar-rich foods, creating a vicious cycle. But the problem with refined sugar goes beyond what you might feel in the moment. The ongoing consumption of this ingredient is one of the leading causes of silent inflammation in the body. Chronic inflammation, often unnoticed at first, can pave the way for the development of serious diseases. And we're not talking about just simple illnesses. Refined sugar can be a contributing factor to diseases like cancer, heart disease, and Alzheimer's. This continuous inflammation in the body can damage vital organs, weaken the immune system, and accelerate cellular aging. It's as if sugar is a fuel that powers the slow destruction of our bodies. And the worst part is, we often don't realize this is happening until it's too late. Moreover, sugar directly impacts the brain in a way similar to other addictive substances. Studies show that sugar can affect the same brain receptors triggered by drugs like cocaine, creating a chemical dependency. This explains why the more sugar you consume, the more your body craves it. The brain starts associating sugar with pleasure, and over time you become addicted, developing an uncontrollable desire for sweets. Now, I know all of this may sound frightening, but here's the good news: not everything is lost. The first step to combating the negative impact of sugar is awareness. Once you understand what it's doing to your body, you can make more informed decisions about your diet. And the best part? You can start making simple and effective changes right now. Avoid highly processed and industrialized foods, which are usually packed with refined sugar. Instead, favor natural and fresh foods. Fruits, for example, are an excellent alternative, as they not only naturally sweeten, but also come with essential fibers, vitamins, and antioxidants for your health. This shift in your diet can transform your health and even your life. Imagine a future where you have more energy, feel less tired, and are more motivated to carry out your daily activities. This is possible by cutting refined sugar from your diet and choosing healthier, more nutritious alternatives. So if you've made it this far and are starting to understand the real impact of sugar on your health, comment "Sweet Life" below. Let me know. Did you already know all this? And of course, share this video with your friends and family so that more people can learn the hidden truth about refined sugar and its consequences. Don't forget to check the links in the description for more tips on how to live a healthier, fuller life. Let's go on this transformation journey together.